Let's go. I got a vision I see in my head, a melody buried deep into my soul. They call us crazy, we cutting the edge, unlocking the future and letting it go. This is a calling that's higher. The time we decided our stories are gonna be told. This is where legends are born. We paving the road, a future that favors the bold. Break the rules, break the laws. This is the moment we change it all. Break the rules, break the laws. This is the moment we change it all. Yeah, greatness. Yeah, it feels like greatness. Woo! Greatness, yeah, it feels like greatness. Legendary in the making. Reach out and we take it. About to emerge, we on the verge, and it feels like greatness. Something coming, I can feel it. Deep down in my spirit. Revolution, it's a new day. Time to redefine the limits. So vivid, I can see it. So loud, I can hear it. So they calling me a madman, but the future belongs to the fearless. Break the rules, break the laws. This is the moment we change it all. Break the rules, break the laws. This is the moment we change it all. Yeah, greatness. Yeah, it feels like greatness. Woo! Greatness. Yeah, it feels like greatness. Legendary in the making. Reach out and we take it. About to emerge, we on the verge, and it feels like greatness. Greatness. Yeah, it feels like greatness. Woo! Greatness. Yeah, it feels like greatness. Legendary in the making. Reach out and we take it. About to emerge, we on the verge, and it feels like greatness. This is the truth, into the light. Taking our dreams and we bring them to life. This is the truth, into the light. Taking our dreams and we bring them to life. Yeah, greatness. Yeah, it feels like greatness. Woo! Greatness. Yeah, it feels like greatness. Legendary in the making. Reach out and we take it. About to emerge, we on the verge, and it feels like greatness. We about to set the tone. We about to write the code. Yeah, we writing the code. Yeah. We on a new elevation. We came here to shatter the mold. We gon' shatter the mold. Yeah. We about to set the tone. We about to write the code. Yeah, we writing the code. Yeah. We on a new elevation. We came here to shatter the mold. Yeah. I know you hear it. I know you see it. We got a fearless. We got a genius. We got defiance. We got a beacons. We got a true believers. Yeah. Greatness. Yeah, it feels like greatness. Woo! Greatness, yeah, it feels like greatness. Legendary in the making. Reach out and we take it. About to emerge, we on the verge, and it feels like greatness. Yeah. Woo. Greatness.
Red alert, time, shine a light down. On the front lines of my mind.
understand, they talk to me. You got your rules and your religion, all designed to keep you safe. But when rules start getting broken, you start questioning your faith. I have a voice that is my savior, hates to love and loves to hate. I have a voice that has the knowledge and the power to your fate. I hear voices crying, I see heroes dying, I taste blood that's trying, I feel tension rising. I hear voices in my head, they count to me, they understand, they talk to me, they talk to me, they tell me things that I will do, they show me things I'll do to you, they talk to me.
For the 40th time, the WWE Universe welcomes us to the show of shows, the showcase of the immortals, Wrestlemania. Welcome to the Wrestlemania edition of the WWE Wrestling Talk Show with Reese Jones and
Sean Randy Smith, and also my colleague is obviously going under the Hollywood phase at the moment. So, yes, it's that time of year again, WrestleMania 40, which will come at you on April 6th and April 7th in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania at the Lincoln Financial Field Stadium.
as has been the case since Coronamania, which we prefer not to think about, WrestleMania will be split into 2 nights, which means we don't have to sit through like 6 hours of wrestling.
Yes, so thank you to WWE for coming up with a solution.
We have 7 matches taking place on night 1 and 6 matches taking place on night 2. We will preference this by considering that there's one more episode of SmackDown. There is the slight possibility that there may be a last-minute addition or last-minute change to these matches, but this is pretty much the final card set. And we start on WrestleMania Saturday, night 1.
Be on April 6th.
Rhea Ripley, who is now reigned as the Women's World Champion for 1 year, will defend against the winner of the Elimination Chamber match, the man, Becky Lynch. And you don't really need to be a genius to figure out that this is what they were going to do.
No.
Since Rhea Ripley won the championship, apart from subtle hints backstage with some stare downs, they have deliberately kept these 2 women away from each other. As after last year's WrestleMania, Becky Lynch went into the feud with Trish Stratus, which was better than it really had any right being. After that, she went into NXT for a while,
in which she won the NXT Women's Championship,
and then came back to be a part of the War Games team in the Women's War Games match before turning her sights back onto Rhea Ripley.
Yes.
The second match, taking place on night 1.
Getting ahead, but okay, night 1, which will be for the WWE Intercontinental Championship, as Gunther, formerly known as Walter, will defend his championship against Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn won the right to challenge Gunther for the championship, following a victory in a gauntlet match on the March 11th episode of Raw, which saw him square off against Ricochet, Shinsuke Nakamura, Big Bronson Reed,
Yes.
JD McDowell, and Chad Gable. They seem to have got into a situation where Chad Gable has now been training Sami Zayn for this match. I'm not overly convinced that will end well.
Same.
Particularly if Sami Zayn walks out of this match as champion. I smell a heel turn coming.
So do I. So do I. And now we move on to a match that's a mouthful. And what will probably be absolute chaos.
Yes. For the first time since WrestleMania 33, the Tag Team Championships will be decided in a ladder match. Not just any ladder match, a 6-pack ladder match.
Yes. The teams are
the reigning Tag Team Champions of the Judgment Day, Finn Balor and Damian Priest, will defend against DIY of Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa.
The Awesome Truth of The Miz and R-Truth.
The New Day of Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods.
A-Town Down Under of Austin Theory and Grayson Waller.
And Newcastle Republic of Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate. When this match was announced, it was announced that the teams would be decided over the coming episodes of Raw and SmackDown. DIY, The Awesome Truth, and The New Day gained entry into the match by winning respective tag team matches. SmackDown, on the other hand, decided to host a mini-tournament to see who would gain entry into this match, which featured the LWO taking on Legado del Fantasma, Newcastle Republic taking on Pitty Deadly, Down Under taking on the OC, the Street Profits taking on the Authors of Pain. The finals ended up featuring Legado del Fantasma taking on Newcastle Republic, which of course Newcastle Republic won, and A-Town Under taking on the Street Profits with they won, with a little bit of help from outside interference.
Yes, cough cough.
Now, another factor that makes this match interesting is what Michael Cole alluded to on commentary.
Yes.
Which could possibly lean into something else that WWE have planned. As this match will only end when both sets of tag team titles are retrieved, which means that WWE could use this match as a way of separating the tag team titles again.
Yes. Next, we have a brother versus brother match.
Yes, from this
Jimmy Uso against Jimmy Uso.
Yes, this match has been relatively a year in the making. We date back to the main event of last year's WrestleMania, when Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn would defeat the Usos for the tag team titles.
Yes.
That did not go down well with Roman Reigns. So then the Night of Champions in Saudi Arabia, him and Solo would attempt to win the titles back. That was when Jimmy decided to turn on Roman, which then led to the Civil War Tag Team match at Money in the Bank.
Mm-hmm.
That led to Jey Uso pinning Roman Reigns, which then led to the battle for the Tribal Chief at SummerSlam. When Jey Uso challenged Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship, which was then cost by Jimmy. Then after that, not wanting to fight his brother, Jay decided, with a little bit of help from Cody Rhodes, to jump ship to Raw.
Yeah.
For a brief moment, he would win, I should say, the tag team titles with Cody. Again, but that would be short-lived due to some outside interference by Jimmy, Roman not wanting them as tag team champions together. They would also be the first and second entrance into this year's Royal Rumble match.
Mm-hmm.
And now Jimmy has said that the Bloodline will not leave him alone, and the challenge was made. So, first, at WrestleMania 10, it was the Battle of the Hearts with Bret and Owen. At WrestleMania 25, it was the Battle of the Hardys with Matt versus Jeff. Now it is Uso versus Uso, and only the third time in WrestleMania history when it is real brother versus real brother. Unfortunately, the Undertaker and Kane matches don't count because they're not brothers in real life.
No. Next match on our card is a 6-woman tag team match.
Yes,
Damage Control of Dakota Kai and the women's tag team champions, Asuka and Kairi Sane, take on Bianca Belair, Naomi, and making her WrestleMania debut, Jade Cargill.
Yes, for the second year in a row, Damage Control find themselves in a 6-woman tag team match. Now, some people may think that this match has just been thrown together. I would say yes and no. But it hasn't got the biggest story behind it, but there is a story here. As we will get to in a while, this really dates back to the Royal Rumble match, in which Bayley came out victorious.
Yes.
Only for Damage Control to turn on her. Naomi, who returned to WWE after the public fallout a couple of years ago.
Yes, of course.
Decided to side with Bayley in this. However, there was still numbers advantage for Damage Control. Bianca Belair originally said that she was non-sympathetic towards Bayley, of course, because those two have had issues.
Yes.
But then she came round and was in support of Naomi and trying to make sure that Damage Control's numbers advantage would not take over. Unfortunately, they still left them in a 3-on-2 situation.
Yes.
That is until this past episode of SmackDown, when Damage Control found themselves in the middle of a storm known as Jade Cargill.
But one of the biggest free agents to ever come to the WWE Women's Division signed with SmackDown on this past episode of SmackDown. And yes, helping Naomi and Bianca.
Looking at this, I would think that WWE would not have Jade Cargill lose her first proper match.
I think not.
The next match is also a tag team match. Are you seeing a theme on most of these matches?
Yes, I am, as the Team World Order of Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee making his WrestleMania debut take on the team of Santos Escobar, Legado del Fantasma, and Judgment Day's Dirty Dominic Mysterio.
Again, this dates back to when Dominic turned heel at Clash at the Castle in 2022, which I was at attendance for.
Yes, you had a front row seat for that heel turn.
And then, which eventually led to Rey vs. Dominic at last year's WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
So after that match, these two separated for a while. Rey Mysterio won the United States Championship towards the latter half of last year, only to lose it in Saudi Arabia to Logan Paul.
Yes.
Following that loss, Santos Escobar decided he no longer wanted to be associated with Rey Mysterio.
Dumb idea, to be honest.
And would attack him, taking him out of action for a while.
Yes.
Eventually, he would return and help Carlito win a tables match against Santos.
Yes.
Which would then lead to Rey Mysterio versus Santos Escobar 1-on-1 2 weeks ago, in which both members of the LWO and the Hotel Fantasma were banned from ringside. However, who was not banned from ringside, and why the hell he showed up, I don't know, was Dominic Mysterio, allowing Santos to win the match. So then when Santos and the Legado del Fantasma are trying to thank Dominic on last week's episode of SmackDown, Rey Mysterio and the LWO come out, and the tag team match challenge is laid down for Rey Mysterio and the newest member of the LWO to take on Santos Escobar and Dominic Mysterio, and the newest member of the LWO was Dragon Lee, who has had his own issues with Dirty Dominic Mysterio over the North American Championship in NXT.
Yes. And now we're going to move on to the main event of night one, which is a tag team match, which has very significant stipulations for night two.
Yes, the bloodline of the final boss, The Rock, and the reigning, defending, undisputed WWE Universal Champion, Roman Reigns, will take on the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes and the World Heavyweight Champion Seth freaking Rollins.
Yes. Now, if Rhodes and Rollins win this tag team match, then the Bloodline will be banned from ringside on the next night. However, if Reigns and the Final Boss win, then the championship match at night 2 will be held under Bloodline rules.
Yes, well, this again dates back to last year's WrestleMania, in which Cody Rhodes, for some reason, failed to finish the story.
Mm-hmm.
So then, the stuff with Jey Uso again plays into this a little bit.
It does.
And then we go to the Royal Rumble match, which was won by Cody Rhodes again. But then it looked like Cody Rhodes would give up his shot at Roman Reigns to The Rock.
Which didn't go down well with members of the WWE Universe. Yes,
well, we don't know whether what they're doing now was always the plan, or whether it was the response to, as The Rock has called them, Cody Crybabies. In any event, at the WrestleMania press conference, Cody came out and said, "I choose you, Roman Reigns." Ended up being slapped by The Rock. Then, when WWE was in Australia for
Elimination Chamber,
Cody said he would deal with Roman Reigns on night 2, but he had night 1 off, so challenged The Rock to a match. That was then countered to this tag team match taking place. Now this will be The Rock's first WrestleMania match in 8 years. His first proper WrestleMania match since WrestleMania 29, when he would lose the WWE Championship to a little known person called John Cena.
Yeah.
But again, you have to wonder, not just down to this with the Universal Championship, what state is Seth Rollins going to be in? Because I also have a feeling that the 6-pack ladder match with the Judgment Day, the finish of that could also decide and play into a factor of who walks out of WrestleMania as World Heavyweight Champion, because Damian Priest also holds the Money in the Bank contract.
Yes, he does.
That's night 1. For night
1 indeed.
For night 2, we have 6 matches.
Yes, and this takes place on April the 7th, the next day.
And we start off with the World Heavyweight Championship match. Seth freaking Rollins defending against the winner of the Elimination Chamber match, Drew McIntyre, in a substituted opponent, since it seems like the original plan for this match was Seth Rollins versus CM Punk.
CM Punk has unfortunately suffered an injury.
In the Royal Rumble match. However, they do seem to be building towards an eventual match between Drew McIntyre and CM Punk, even though McIntyre's contract is up soon, and he apparently hasn't signed a new one. And also, CM Punk will be on commentary for this match, so who knows what role he may play into this. The second match, confirmed for night 2, is the Women's Championship match with Io Sky defending against Bayley. And this again goes back into links into the story of the 6-woman tag team match taking place on night 1, and I think it's kind of appropriate that these two matches are taking place on separate nights, because I think Io Sky might have some backup with the rest of Damage Control.
Yes.
And we may have Bianca, Naomi, and Jade Cargill also play a role in this match.
We will also have a match, we will have a singles match between L.A. Knight, and AJ Styles.
Now, this dates back to when John Cena made his return for a couple of months, like last year, when he had a storyline going with a bloodline, and was originally supposed to team up with AJ Styles in a tag team match against Solo and Jimmy. However, AJ Styles was taken out of that match due to being attacked by the bloodline, and LA Knight stepped in. Well, let's just say that AJ Styles didn't take too kindly to that.
Yes.
And he also didn't take too kindly to the fact that LA Knight was in the Elimination Chamber match, which was eventually won by Drew McIntyre, and he wasn't, because he decided to attack LA Knight in that Chamber match, which ultimately cost him to be eliminated. And after several weeks of being back and forth, the match was eventually made official. Speaking of attacking people and hopefully paying for it,
yes,
we have a triple threat match for the United States Championship as Logan Paul defends against Kevin Owens and Randy Orton. First we rewind to the Royal Rumble, when Logan Paul took on Kevin Owens in a one-on-one match for the United States Championship, which was ultimately ended in a disqualification. And we all knew that Kevin Owens was not going to leave that line down. But then Logan Paul decided that he wanted to be in the Elimination Chamber match. However, during that match, he was eliminated by Randy Orton. And this is where Logan Paul made his big mistake. Because for some bizarre reason, after being eliminated, Logan Paul decided, if you're going to eliminate me, I'm going to cost you this match, Randy. So Logan Paul then punches Randy Orton with a pair of brass knucks, ultimately costing him the Elimination Chamber match.
Yes.
And Logan Paul now has not one but two enemies.
Yes.
Now, the only thing I would possibly say is that the fact that they've made this a triple threat match
Yes.
might mean that Logan Paul may escape this match with a win. And if he does, the only way I will accept that is if they put him into his next program with LA Knight, who is at this point overdue a championship run.
Yes.
For a couple of months now, the final testament of Karrion Kross and the Authors of Pain have been going at it with the Pride / for Hurt Business 2.0.
Yeah.
Which is Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits.
Yes.
And then, of course, they cost the Street Profits a shot to get into the ladder match for the tag team titles. So now we have a 6-man Philadelphia Street Fight tag team match.
Which is obviously going to be chaos. And then obviously main event of night 2 is going to be for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship between Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes. Now whether it will be one-on-one with no interference or bloodline rules, we'll have to find out.
Yes. All I really care about is that at the end of that match, Roman Reigns and the Bloodline learn one very important lesson. And that is a lesson that they should have learned a year ago, that wrestling has more than one royal family. And of course, ultimately, you don't need to be a genius to figure out that this whole thing with The Rock and Roman Reigns is eventually going to lead a match between the two.
Eventually, yes.
So those are the currently the 13 matches confirmed for WrestleMania on the nights that they're set to take place, which we will quickly run through again.
So starting with night 1.
Rhea Ripley will defend the Women's World Championship against Becky Lynch.
Sami Zayn will challenge Walter for the Intercontinental Championship.
The Judgment Day will defend the Undisputed Tag Team Championship in a 6-pack ladder match against DIY, The Awesome Truth, The New Day, A-Town Down Under, and Newcastle Republic.
Jimmy and Jey Uso will take each other in a one-on-one match.
Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, and Naomi take on Damage Control, Dakota Kai, and the Women's Tag Team Champions Asuka and Kairi Sane.
The Latino World Order of Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee will take on Santos and Dirty Dominic in a tag match.
Also in a tag team match, the Bloodline of the Final Boss, The Rock, and the Undisputed Universal Champion Roman Reigns take on the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes and the World Heavyweight Champion Seth freaking Rollins in a match that has major implications tonight too, with either the Bloodline being banned from ringside or the championship match being held under Bloodline rules.
On night 2, Seth freaking Rollins will put his championship on the line against Drew McIntyre.
Bayley challenges Io Sky for the WWE Women's Championship.
LA Knight will take on AJ Styles.
Logan Paul defends the United States Championship in a triple threat match against Randy Orton and Kevin Owens.
The Pride will take on the Final Testament in a 6-man tag team Philadelphia street fight.
And Roman Reigns defends the Undisputed Universal Championship in this match with a stipulation yet to be decided against Cody Rhodes.
So that is WrestleMania 40 pre-show.
Join us next week where we will bring you the results of NXT Stand and Deliver along with Night 1 and Night 2 of WrestleMania.
See you soon, folks.